Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Damn, I like this. I haven't filmed here before. Or actually, I did way like back in the summer. I filmed a couple videos in, what is this called? My dining room. It's quite nice. It's actually really nice. I just, I just like the way all the colors look. I don't know. It's just a nice environment. It looks nice on camera. It's very nice to be in here as well. I've been watching First Man, a lot of First Man as of lately. Great channel, great guy, and he's given me he's put out some very valuable advice. And recently, I've like literally right before I made this, I've been watching a series. He made a three-part video series on this. The average man is a 3 out of 10, and that might sound crazy. And I thought that myself because I'm thinking like, wait, like isn't an average 5 out of 10? And yeah, usually you take like I'm gonna do my best to explain this, but this is like, you know, let's just say in a math problem. Usually in like a math problem where you got like just specific data points, yeah, the average is a 5 out of 10. All right, let me not try and giga brain this shit because I'm not really gonna be able to explain it to the best of my ability. But when you take a look at the real world, like you don't see a bunch of male models walking around. You don't see a bunch of like supermodels or what the fuck is that shit called? Supermodel? Is that what it's called? Did I just make that shit up off the top of my head? You don't see like 10s walking around the street, nor do you see 9s or 8s. Usually the average man, when you really think about it, he's working a job that he hates. And if he doesn't hate the job, he doesn't like the job. It's not something that he's passionate about. He's no ambition, no drive. Average man doesn't even fucking work out. The average man doesn't even work out. Work out. Listen, it's not just a bodybuilding thing. It's not just a thing. I gotta make sure that I don't go past 10 o'clock because I gotta pick up my cousin from the gym, or to go to the gym. It's not just a thing where like you do it to look like Chris Bumstead or to look like Mr. Olympia. You literally need to work out. Like you need to work out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Like your heart, your body needs to move. The average man doesn't even fucking do that. Then you got construction workers who that technically counts because they're moving around a lot. They're on their feet a lot. You got the office job guys who can't even go out for a fucking walk. And like this is the average man. This is the average man. Fat, out of shape. They might not be obese, but they got a gut. Like, I'm not gonna use my current job. Let me use my former job. I was the only dude in shape. I was the only dude in shape. I was the only guy in shape. The reason why I stopped to think, I'm thinking, was there another guy? Because at my current job, there's 2 other dudes who are in shape. But at my former job, I was the only guy. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not naming anybody specific. Yeah, because I'm over here thinking like, oh, I don't want any of them to see. But I'm not naming anybody specific. At my current job, let's use my current job right now because I don't remember too well my former job. I'm pretty sure I was the only guy in shape though. Pretty sure. Current job, out of what, like 100 workers there, only 2 other dudes are in shape. 2. 3 out of over 100. That's pathetic. All right, that's pathetic. 4. I just remembered somebody else. That's still pathetic. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm not even just talking about like dudes who look like fucking supreme specimens of man. I'm just talking about dudes who like are active. 4 out of 100 people, bro. You take a look at the average guy. The average guy is just exactly that. Joe Schmo. He's just a guy. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, I'm sure you've heard this before. If you've been around this space long enough, you've heard it. The competition is very low. Your competition is garbage, bro. You're competing against people who had fucking Pop-Tarts for breakfast. You're competing against people who had Cheerios for breakfast. You're competing against people who probably aren't even awake right now. It's what time is it? It's 9:52. You're probably competing against somebody who doesn't wake up till 1 p.m. This is who you're competing against. Right? Because this is the average. This is the average guy sleeping in, not working out, not getting in any sunlight, not eating properly, still eating like a child. This is what you're up against. Because that's the average. That's the average. Forgive me for that. I just realized this. I don't know. I don't even know why. I didn't even go outside. I don't even know why that happened. It's gonna be a little dirty, but I'm gonna wait till the video ends because I could stand up. There's no papers right here. I'm gonna stop. I mean, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna wait till the video's done, all right? Because I prioritize you guys over whatever the fuck is under my nose. So, listen. Because back to First Man, like the video series where like he's saying that the average man is a 3 out of 10. It's at first it might seem like demoralizing, like he's trying to say like you suck, like he's trying to say like, oh, you think you're all this, but in reality you're that. All he's trying to do, and the way I see it, I don't see it as him trying to like shit on men just to shit on men. He's just telling you the truth. You need to understand like you need to understand like look at it from a different perspective. All right, in your friend group, yeah, you might be the slayer. You might be a fucking 10 compared to everybody else in your friend group, but that's just your friend group. We take a look at all the men around the world, or even like all the men in your area, or you just expand your vision, and you just broaden your horizons. You start to realize like you got a lot to work on. You're not as good as you thought you were. And that shouldn't demoralize you. If anything, that should motivate you, because now you have even more to work towards. You have even more goals to strive towards. You have even more enemies to fucking conquer. You know, I mentioned this book before in the past few videos I've been making, Choose Your Enemies Wisely, that just released by Patrick Bet-David. And I'm starting to realize that, and the having an enemy, having a clearly defined enemy, something that you need to conquer, someone that you need to defeat, that's what propels you to keep moving forward and to keep going, and to keep going past what you thought the goal was. All right? More often than not, when you see somebody get successful, or when you see somebody achieve some type of success, and then they either slack off or they just remain stagnant, they don't got any more enemies. They don't have any more things to attack. They don't have any more goals to strive towards. So they remain stagnant, or they might even just fall off course because they don't see the point. They don't see the point in continuing to dominate. So I like seeing videos like that. I like hearing people tell me stuff like that, where it's like, you think you're all this, but you're not, bro. You still have so much more to strive towards. You still have so much more to achieve. You still have so much more to improve on. And that's how you should see it. You shouldn't see it as like, oh, I'm a 3 out of 10. Life sucks. What the fuck, man? Shut the fuck up. Because there's always somebody who's gonna see it and they take it the wrong way. They take it as if like we're shitting on you. Listen, bro. It's just the reality. You either learn and improve, or you cry and just complain like a little bitch. Your choice. Y'all be easy. Have a good one. I gotta go pick up my cousin, and I'm not trying to hear him say no bullshit.